What is up, YouTube? Four Leaf Cards here, and tonight we are doing a little Santa's Workshop action. Wicked Discounts is doing a little Christmas contest, and tonight's challenge is to make an ornament of your favorite sports team. So we're getting crafty. This is going to be pretty awesome at Santa's Workshop. So stopped off, got a few supplies, and we're just going to be cranking out some cool crafts, if you will. And we're going to start out here with a baseball. And for those of you that know me, I'm just going to mark this out a little bit so it doesn't look too horrible. So you want to stay about the same down to here. Ooh. That's why we mark it out. That's why we mark it out. Make sure it looks good. Yeah, it's about right. Okay, it's going to be the seams. And we're going to put a B in there for Boston. Go Sox. And the B kind of looks like this. I might be starting a little too far left. And then our B has got a little nubby here and nubby there. Yeah, I got a little too far right. I gotta move this bad boy over a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. So you guys are seeing this in real-time action. The craftiness of four-leaf cards. Half going off memory here. This has got a little nub in it too. Usually it looks like a B. On the inside. Pretty awesome B, if you ask me. It's Boston all the way. Not horrible. Could be a little bit fatter, but we're going to go with it. We're not going to be picky. We are not going to be picky. All right, let's make this thing a baseball. It's going to go quick, guys. It's going to be really quick. Because I am not going to make a absolute perfect baseball. That's the beauty of this stuff. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's handmade. I'm going to leave a little bit of remnant of the seam so I don't lose it. I'm going to leave a little bit around the B so I don't lose it. I need some background music or something. This is what happens when you get caught up in hotel rooms. Maybe not. Maybe it's just me. Kind of like this. It's kind of like a papery ornament thing, and it kind of gives it a little like old school baseball feel. Get some of those brush marks out of there. Don't want to have those laying around there. So yeah, just today was a big day. A little bit of a travel day, and worked a full day, and then did some traveling afterwards, and figured I was going to try to find some Prism on the way down to where I'm going. Prism basketball, that is. And stopped at a bunch of Walmarts and a bunch of Targets and found absolutely nothing until I got to the last one down in Pennsylvania. And there was some blasters of prism, so I picked a couple up. Ran into a guy that was sitting there looking at cards. He's a breaker, so that was cool. Got to meet another guy in the community. I think we chatted for about an hour. Actually, just sitting there at the Wally World baseball card section. Of course, I was just trying to get to a hotel, so I didn't have anywhere to go, so it was good to chat with him. He's been doing it for a while, so I had some insights. I picked his brains. I don't think any of us really has a crystal ball. But it was cool to have an adult conversation about cards. Looking forward to the National. I'm getting more solid on that as the closer we get. Not that we're that close. But looking forward to hanging out and talking with other folks that are doing similar things. Like making baseball ornaments. Yeah, I don't know. What am I going to do here? I got to think about this seam. Let me just get a little water. I'm gonna put the seam in. I'm going to put the seam in. Yeah, I just said seam in. I'm going to put the seam in like that. Okay. I got to let that dry a little bit. And then we'll come back in with some red stitches. All right, what are we going to do here? Red. This is not the right brush. Too big. Back for another brush. Get rid of that one. Yeah, I got multiple brushes. It's happening. It's a real thing. I probably need to put some blue in here too. Get a little contrast. Not sure where I'm going to put that. Outline it maybe. I don't know. I don't know if this is probably a pretty boring video right now, just watching me paint. Maybe it's relaxing. I don't know. Do. I need some background music. I don't want to get one of these copyright violations though, or whatever they are. Everybody keeps saying they're getting them. So you get a little bit of my humming. And that's what you're going to have to be okay with, I guess. Let's see here. Now this is what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna wrap this all the way around. We'll make the little sticky outy thing. There's probably some technical art term for that. I don't know, or calligraphy term. I don't know who rules over the terminology of these things. But whatever it is, we're gonna put it in a little bit later. Make sure the round parts look good. First. I'll tell you what, we're almost done here. This is not going to be a super long video. And, you guys can make your own ornament in no time at all. Really, when you think about it. Just takes a little bit of paint. Really. Gotta think some of the logos are probably a little bit more difficult than others, but the other thing you can do is you can get some carbon paper and just trace it on. I mean, you don't have to freehand it. Matter of fact, if I had traced it, it probably would look a little bit better. That's not cheating, really. That's using resources that are available to you, you know? So here we go. We get that. And now we make these little things. Like I said, I don't know what they're called. Little like filigree things or whatever. Oop, that one didn't come. See, that one didn't come out as good as I'd want it to. But it's good enough. People know what that is. We need some blue in there. All right, I'm going to keep on with the red. Now let's do our stitches. So baseball stitches kind of alternate into the seam. One way, one the other. One way, one the other. It's going to get tight in here. We're going to have to get our seams kind of tight. It's not looking perfect, but again, doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to be up on a tree, you know, and if it doesn't look good, put it up higher on the tree, you know? Simple as that. You know, we're looking for kind of the thoughtfulness of it. Yeah, see? Doesn't look... I mean, if you look at it, you could probably pick some things, but if you put it way, you know, way over here at an angle, yeah, that looks like a baseball. Good enough. Right? Heck yeah. All right, let's do the other side. Now we're going to kind of go the other way with the stitches. Got to get your mind backwards. Somebody got a counter on days till opening day? I know, we got plenty of football to watch. For some reason, I just like baseball. I like football. Basketball a little bit. Hockey, you know, I actually like hockey. It's kind of a fast-paced game. There's not too many goals, you know. So when one goes, it's pretty exciting. But I really like playoff hockey. My wife as well. She's not really. I mean, she's. Oops. See, no big deal. Just a little mash there. Nobody's gonna notice. Got so excited here. But my wife, I was saying, my wife loves playoff hockey. It's a faster paced game. It is a little messed up over there, isn't it? It's all right. It's no big deal. Like I said, just put it farther away. All right, you know what else we need to do here that we haven't done yet? Well, we need some blue. I think we're going to need some blue. I'm going to outline the bee in blue. I don't know if it's a good move or not, but while I've got some black just sitting right here, we're going to do this. We're going to kind of go middle, 2, 0, and then we're going to go 1, 9. So then from the middle, we'll go over here is a 0, and then a 2. Boom. Fancy, fancy. Now, the reason I had some black here over here is because my blue is kind of a lighter blue. So I got to bring a little black into it and darken it up. I feel like Bob Ross right now. You guys remember Bob Ross? Oh, there's a little happy tree over here and a happy cloud. Just put him over there. Don't worry about it. You know, he's gonna go in there. He's gonna look just happy, happy. So now we're gonna do a happy little bee. This bee is gonna be so happy when we put a little bit of blue in there. Oh, right along the edges. Just a little bit of blue. Just give him a little detail there. Yeah, see? I feel like I could be Bob Ross. Well, I mean, obviously he's a much better painter than I am. Or was a better painter. I don't think Bob Ross is with us anymore. Man, I used to watch that guy all the time. He was a really good painter. If you look at he's a good painter, but it's really simple techniques. You think about what he's doing there. It's not, just nothing crazy. And it's freeform stuff, a lot of trees and stuff where you just got to kind of make it look like a tree. It doesn't have to be a tree. It's just got to look like a tree, when you step back, take a look at it. Just got to look like a tree. And that's what we're doing here. It's just got to look like a bee and a baseball. And I think we're achieving that. Oop, got a little bit outside there, but that's all right. We roped it back in. Right back in here. See, I didn't lay this out 100% right. I got a little too far to the one side. That's all right. It's all right. Hope you guys are enjoying watching me paint. It's not too boring. You know what? This tip needs to be a little bit more tippy. You need a point there. Point over here, too. I'll tell you what, you don't even need hardly any paint. I probably put too much out over here on this little palette. I wish I had got another ornament. I probably could have made a second one. Got the paint out already. Yeah, there. Got a little blue on it. Just take out some of that extra paint there. It was a little thick. And it's a little thin over here. Just come in and put a little bit back in there. There we go. Oh, you know what we need to do? That's pretty much done, but we got to do one more thing. We want people to know who has done this. So, I'm going to put my mark on it. You know what? We probably ought to put the back white too. That's more professional that way. And I get the paint out already. Might as well use it. Doing the back. This is, for those of you that might not be really good painters, this is the easy part, Can't mess this up, really. You really can't mess it up. So there's a spot for everybody, And hey, you know what? If the other side turns out bad, just hang it this side forward, Whatever. It's your Christmas tree. Not a big deal. I'm not going to judge. Gotta use up all this white paint. I took too much out. There we go. Happy white back here. Big baseball. I'm not going to put the seams on the back. Make sure the outside is all painted. Looks pretty good. All right, that looks good. Rinse off my brush. Okay, now, give me that little brush again. I'm just going to blow in the back here, make sure it's dry. Dry-ish. All right, now we got to do a little bit of this. We'll just put it down here like this. A little, just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all the luck. We got 4 of them. We need 4 on there for the luck. And then a little bit of a tail. Boop. Four. Leaf. A little big there. I'm going to have to shorten this up. Load build the brush up a little bit more. Oop. Leaf. There we go. That's it. Boom. Done. Look at that, guys. We made a Christmas ornament of my favorite team. So easy. This was like, I mean, the paint's pretty cheap if you if you already got it, it's really cheap. But a couple bucks for some paint, brushes, and I think this little doohickey here was like $2. So go Sox, man. There's my my holiday ornament done while you watch. So hey, check out Wicked Discounts. Again, lots of people doing some cool things for the contest. And hey, in the meantime, if you guys are breaking anything, best of luck to you guys. Don't forget to collect to connect. It's the people in the hobby that are the best. And have an awesome day.